I know a lot of people hate on the latest Pokemon games for their interesting designs, but honestly that hate can go all the way back to Gen 6, X and Y. This game has the smallest regional Pokédex out of all the mainline games, so you'd think they focused on quality over quantity, right? No. Well, actually, I'll let you be the judge. We got arguably one of the best starters of all time in Greninja, one of the most starters in Fennekin, and then one of the worst starters in Chestnut. So it all kind of evens out. There were some cool designs like Hawlucha, Sylveon, and Doublade, and is that really it? Like, I'm not even trying to joke around. There's some serious stinkers here. Vivian line is pretty boring. We've already got 2 other butterflies before this point. Esper is just a ball of dust. Aromatisse, Slurpuff, Barbacle, all their lines are hot garbage. And not the good kind like Garbodor. And listen, Xerneas is okay, but I've already said my piece about Yveltal. Don't make me do it again. Literally out of all the legendaries, I think Hoopla
sounds like a
Hoopa is the only really good one, or the only one with at least an interesting design. But literally all the mons I just mentioned and their lines take up over half the decks. That means the smallest amount of new Pokemon, over half of them, were pretty bad. I hear what you're saying, X and Y also brought Megas, so maybe that's where some of the good designs went, right? Right? I really feel like nostalgia has blinded a lot of people to just how bad some of the Mega designs were, especially in X and Y. Like Mega Charizard X, pretty dope, but Mega Venusaur and Mega Blastoise, they're, again, kinda and then Mega Charizard Y. Why? So many of these Megas take away what made the original design good. Their simplicity. Like, for example, Pinsir, cool little bug guy. Mega Pinsir, I really want to spray him with some Raid. And I get that they're Mega and they need to be Mega, but a lot of these just don't strike a good balance between the simplicity and the Mega. A few that do though, Lucario, badass, and then Mega Lucario, mega badass. Gardevoir, Blaziken, these are all Megas that don't lose what made them originally awesome in the first place. And listen, I don't want to keep hating on X and Y, but Pokemon designs were not their only problem, but how Pokemon were used, specifically in gyms, was another big problem. Like, take a guess how many of the Elite Four and gym leaders use a full team of Pokemon against you. Take a guess. One, and it's the champion. Like the first 2 gyms, 2 Pokemon, the rest of them all get 3. The Elite Four, they took their name a little too serious because they each only use 4 Pokemon. How can you call yourself elite at that point? Like, you can't introduce a new gimmick called Mega, then have the least Mega Gym challenge in the entire franchise. But despite all these problems, there's one thing that X and Y suffers from that not even Legends will be able to fix. It's set in France.